रामकृष्ण जी, एवरीथिंग ओके?
Right now, it's not showing on YouTube.
नहीं हो रहा है?
Mhm.
पक्का एक बार आप चेक कर लीजिए।
अभी तो नहीं आ रही है सर, दिख रहा हूँ।
एक सेकंड। आप कहीं उसको बोल सकते हैं कि उनके एंड पे कहीं वहां से लाइव करना हो। अभी वो फॉलो अप कर लीजिए।
Okay, sir, doing.
Just wait for some second. I'll start with the session. I have got the PowerPoint here, and I will take all your doubts, right, one by one. अच्छा, till then, let us interact with somebody. मैं तब तक सबसे बात करता हूँ जब तक चीजें सॉर्ट आउट नहीं हो जाए। सृष्टि, सृष्टि, कैन यू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ? कैसा चल रहा है आपका पढ़ाई लिखाई, सृष्टि?
यस सर, सर अच्छा चल रहा है।
अच्छा चल रहा है।
जी
अच्छा,
सर।
अब एक बहुत बड़ा अपडेट है कि 70th बीपीएससी एग्जाम जो है अभी टल गया है। पता है ना नोटिफिकेशन कि नाउ इट इज गोइंग टू बी इन दिसंबर। 17 नवंबर की जगह दिसंबर। आप इस साल देंगे एग्जाम, मतलब स्टेट सर्विस और यूपीएससी वगैरह?
नो सर।
अच्छा, इस साल का नहीं प्लान है। ओके, ठीक है।
नहीं सर, मेरी जो एज है होगी वो 26 में ही, और
अच्छा
मैं
अच्छा
दे पाऊंगी कोई भी एग्जाम।
अच्छा 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 अच्छा, ठीक है,
यस
कोई।
सर।
ओके, थैंक यू सृष्टि। वरुण, हाउ आर यू वरुण? गुड इवनिंग।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
हाउ थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन वरुण? पढ़ाई लिखाई कैसे, सही चल रहा है?
हाँ सर, सही चल रहा है सर।
आ, आप देंगे नहीं इस पर एग्जाम?
हाँ
यू
सर, हाँ दूंगा सर।
और बीपीएससी परीक्षा का फॉर्म भी भर रहे हैं या ओनली यूपीएससी का टारगेट है?
यूपीएससी सर। एक्चुअली मैं कर्नाटक से हूँ सर, तो मैं वो नहीं दे
ओके
सकता।
ओके ओके, आई गॉट ना। नहीं, क्योंकि
हाँ
आपका सरनेम से लगा कि यू आर फ्रॉम देयर, तो आप केएस के लिए यू आर एलिजिबल।
हाँ ये सर, आई एम एलिजिबल। अभी दिसंबर में है सर केएस भी।
अच्छा अच्छा, गुड गुड, वेरी
हाँ
गुड। तो यू नो कन्नड़ा लैंग्वेज है?
यस
कन्नड़ा
सर,
पता है मुझे।
यस सर, आई
ओके।
Sir,
नो कनाडा, कनाडा
I just
हिंदी।
want to step in between. Yeah, all good, sir. It's going on YouTube.
गोइंग ऑन देयर?
Yeah,
नो, इन दिया यूट्यूब चैनल, कैन यू चेक इट आउट?
yeah.
Just one second, I am just checking out. It's not showing in my this one. मेरे वाले में दिख नहीं रहा है। कहने मतलब अपकमिंग लिखा हुआ आ रहा है लेकिन चल नहीं रहा है वहाँ।
वो वहां से निकल के दोबारा करने के बाद पता चलता है सर। वो चल रहा है सर, यू गो अहेड विद द सेशन।
पक्का ना?
यस सर।
Okay, okay. So now, without wasting much time, let us go to the topic there one by one. See what is the very important here. General knowledge, GK, right? It is a very important part of all exams. Whichever exam you give, you'll always find general knowledge component will be there. Now, when you say GK, the GK consists of many things, like current affairs, current events, places in news, persons in news, sports, awards, right? Functions, sometimes reports. So I'll just write it down here. So when you talk about general knowledge, right, GK as a component. Now, what is very important here? It has got more increasing weightage in all exams. This is getting the weightage in every exam. Slowly and slowly, what we find is that more number of questions are being asked. And it's not only the part of UPSC, all exams, even the state PCS exam, KS or RAS or MPPSC or UPSC or UPPSC, BPSC, JPSC, you take any exam. लगातार इस पे जनरल नॉलेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं. So I'm keeping it bilingual so that people can understand, right? But this is getting more thing. Now, what is very important? One is this one. which I've been always been vocal about it, current events. Whatever you read in newspaper, right? General knowledge, GK, which you should know about something happening at global level, something happening at the national level. That has to be there. Now, in this context, sometimes, places in news. है ना, कोई भी जगह जो न्यूज में, maybe in India, even outside India, you should be aware of that. And what is GK? GK is all about facts. Here, you have to mug up a lot of facts. Now, slowly, what is being found that UPSC pattern is also now going towards this kind of GK type of question, general knowledge type of question there. Now, places in news, then, sometimes persons in news. Persons in news. I'll give you sources also. Today, I will mention what are the sources are there, how to tackle there. I'll come to that one. Then sometimes this one, awards. Right? Let's say when you talk about Nobel Prize. Now, today, Nobel Prize in chemistry has been announced. Yesterday, Nobel Prize in physics was announced. Day before yesterday, Nobel Prize in medicine was announced. So again, the Nobel Prize is a very important award. But again, Magsaysay Award, Raman Magsaysay Award, Pulitzer Award, right? Then, Man Booker Award. Then, there are different types of awards in the field of environment, science and technology. कई बार नेशनल लेवल पे भी कई अवार्ड्स हो, जैसे कि गांधी पीस फाउंडेशन, राइट? अबाउट इंदिरा गांधी अवार्ड. तो ऐसे कई सारे अवार्ड्स हैं which government of India give. Even at the international level, there are certain type of awards are there. So those awards questions are asked. Now again, sports, major sporting events like Olympics, Paris Olympics. Who are the people who have won the maximum number of medals? Who are the people, who are the sports persons from India getting the gold medal? Or how many medals India has won? Right? Paralympics, which has got limelight, which is there part of current affairs there. Beside that one, और भी आपको पता है जैसे कि Commonwealth Games, है ना, Wimbledon, है ना, Wimbledon जो होता है, many such events. Whether you talk about badminton, tennis, athletics, right? You take about cricket, like IPL, simple thing, IPL, right? IPL match, Test series, right? Cricket match. Then FIFA World Cup, very important sporting event, FIFA for football, right? Any such kind of thing, you have to be remembering that. Then not only this one, books. Question on books. Certain major books which have been published. Kuch eminent person who has written book, maybe eminent author who has written the book, right? Right? Name of the book, even the writer of the book. Sometime award given on the book, like for example, Nobel Prize on Literature. Now, very soon this year, Nobel Prize in Literature will be announced. For what book, for what author, which are the major work of such kind of Nobel laureate? Even Man Booker Award and other kind of award given in the field of literature. या कोई ऐसा bestseller book written by some eminent personality. Again, that based on that question can be asked. कई बार ऐसे होते, कई सारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में countries based questions are asked, right? Countries in the news, right? Whatever reason, is not only the conflict areas. Countries can be in news for many areas, like elections. Sometimes elections in particular type of country. Even the president, prime minister, or any head of the government who got elected, that is making headlines. And there's a countries है. Sometimes flags, rivers, right? नदियों के बारे में question आता, rivers. The geographical aspect of the country, even population. Sometimes the population, language, culture. ठीक है? Let's say language, culture. Any such kind of question. It may be Europe, it can be North America, it can be South America, can be Asia, can be Africa. Sometimes, blocks of the countries, like here, blocks, groups. जैसे आपको पता है, for example, BRICS, SCO, now I'm making headline, SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Then, UN bodies, UN organization, UN agencies, UNESCO, UNEP, UNICEF, WHO, right? UN has got multiple type of organization working to multiple areas, many areas. और उसके बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आता है. Even in the prelims exam, you get questions, right? These are called GK. This is called general knowledge, GK type question there, which one need to be aware of it. And now such kind of questions are getting more and more prominence, right? Exam में ऐसे questions का prominence बढ़ता जा रहा है. Sometimes personalities in news, persons in news, right? Which can be the part, like here, sometimes the persons in news, places in news is there, persons in news, and they're mostly factual, है ना? ये ज्यादातर factual होते हैं, ठीक है? तो ऐसे चीजों को कैसे हैंडल करना चाहिए, how to handle such kind of facts, such kind of general knowledge question, we are going to see today, है ना? I am going to tell you about the sources to follow. Now mentorship program का यही तो main part है कि you should know a specific source to follow. क्या पढ़ना है, क्या नहीं पढ़ना है ना? जो एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आपको हेल्प कर सकता है, एंड यू आर वेरी फोकस्ड इन योर प्रिपरेशन, so that such kind of questions asked in the exam, you are the one to solve the question. What should be the method for this? I am going to cover all of this one by one. ठीक है? तो अब तक मैं एक बार हम लोग रिकैप कर लें, कुछ चीजों का मुझे अनाउंसमेंट करना है, then I'll go to every area one by one and I'll take some sample questions of a UPSC exam. Let's look at certain thing here. तो आज का जो सेशन है जो मैं अभी ले रहा हूँ, that's what देवघर IAS Academy का दिया का mentorship program which is going on right now. So we are going to cover all such kind of areas there. One by one, we are going to cover every aspect of general knowledge, and I'll go through every detail of it. Now let's look at here some important announcements, right? Then I'll go into the every part of it. The first thing is that in announcement, we are going to have, right, from 14th of October, world history classes. ठीक है? Praveen Singh sir है. Praveen Singh sir is a very important, very experienced faculty of world history. He is coming to Devghar, right? The current batch, the foundation batch, which D.A. is having now. So we're there in this month. Praveen sir will be teaching the world history. You know, world history again is a part of GS, general studies, but again the part of here again also from current affairs, because you'll find some global events, international relations, geopolitics, again linked with world history, historical perspective. And world history forms a very important weightage for mains exam, right? Not only main exam, world history, again the questions based on GS and GK being asked in prelims exam. और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एरिया है. और मैं आपको फैक्ट बताता हूँ, वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री मतलब जनरली जब हम हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं तो उसको हम नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं, एनसीईआरटी बुक एंड अदर थिंग. सो प्रवीण सर विल टेक अ मेंटरशिप सेशन फॉर वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री. आप लोगों का वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री का मेंटरशिप सेशन होगा, राइट? यू विल बी गेटिंग द अपडेट बिकॉज 13th सर विल अराइव इन देवघर, झारखंड, राइट? वहां पर फाउंडेशन बैच चल रहा है, admission is going on. Those who are still interested to join hybrid mode of class is still going on there. So sir will be there and he will be covering those kind of area there. So don't miss this one. Mark this date, which is very, very important for sir, because he will take a orientation session also. Now few more updates, let me do it. We have started this mentor session with strategy sessions and assignments. ठीक है? Abhinav sir has taken the class, right? Praveen sir for geography, another Praveen sir, geography he has taken. Neelam Bhatia ma'am has taken for polity, governance, right? IR part. Vivek sir has taken for internal security, right? Vursali madam has taken for ethics, right? For science, tech, environment, I have taken. Then history, Amrit sir has taken. So all these are going on. Now this month again, you will have sessions there, continuous session. I have also given you homework. और मुझे कुछ आप लोगों का जो मैंने होमवर्क दिया था पिछली बार, असाइनमेंट साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का, तो वो मुझे मिल रहा है, राइट? अभी भी सभी लोगों का नहीं मिला है, तो मेरा हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है सभी को कि प्लीज कंप्लीट योर असाइनमेंट एंड गिव इट टू देवघर IAS Academy. दे विल सेंड इट टू मी, आई विल गो थ्रू द असाइनमेंट. ठीक है? तो प्लीज डू द असाइनमेंट सीरियसली. ठीक है? दैट्स व्हाट. देन गाइडेड बाय सोर्सेस टू रेफर. ऑल आवर मेंटर्स, राइट? देयर मेंटर्स आर टीचर्स. They're not IAS aspirant or content developers. They are the teachers who teach the subject. They are subject matter experts. They've been telling you the sources to refer, strategies there, right? Then we are dissecting every aspect of the syllabus. See, understanding syllabus is very important. As I mentioned, GK, general knowledge. Why you need to understand what is GK? First you know what GK covers, what general knowledge covers. एक बार आपको पता हो कि जीके में क्या क्या क्वेश्चन आता है, किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस है, तभी आप सोर्सेस को आप फॉलो कर सकते हो, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो. तो ये बहुत जरूरी होता है कि पहले सिलेबस को समझना, टॉपिक्स को समझना, क्वेश्चंस को समझना. दैट्स व्हाट इज द वेरी की ऑफ मेंटरशिप सेशन. So that is what is there. Then last session we discussed about how to do with current affairs. Right? 3rd October we had the current affairs session that we have done. Then this month we are going to have session on world history. Praveen sir will take another Praveen sir. That means Praveen sir. He is you'll find him when you search him, and he's a very good faculty. He's coming from, and I told that first time in Devghar, Jharkhand. ये इतना बड़ा इनिशिएटिव लिया गया, और केवल देवघर की बात नहीं है, पूरे झारखंड की बात है. ऐसे जो यूपीएससी मेंटर्स एंड टीचर्स और जो ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस फैकल्टी है, इवन आपको झारखंड में किसी भी जगह पे नहीं मिलेगा जो देवघर में हो रहा है. व्हाट द देवघर आईएएस एकेडमी इज डूइंग देयर, दे आर गेटिंग ऑल सच गुड फैकल्टीज फ्लाइंग टू देवघर एंड टीचिंग द स्टूडेंट्स. कि देवघर के बच्चों के लिए बहुत बड़ा गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. एंड इवन फॉर दोज हु वांट टू जॉइन द डिजिटल फॉर्म online can do that. So there will be world history mentorship session, right? Then there will be internal security ethics. There will be another ethics session by another teacher. Sanjay sir will take the part of it, but other teachers are also there. आप ये याद रखो, in this mentorship session अभी बहुत सारे teachers आएंगे. They will guide you in their own capacity and experience. Not only that, in their capacity and experience, even there will be bureaucrats to guide you. अभी वो धीरे धीरे वो चीजें चल रहा है. अभी लास्ट मंथ हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया. वी विल हैव मोर एंड मोर सच सेशन देयर. देन यू विल बी हैविंग गवर्नेंस एंड इकोनॉमी, राइट, एंड ज्योग्राफी. those sessions will be there. Now what is very important, which I would like to just add here for my general knowledge part of it. If you see from 2011 to 2023, general knowledge part जो है GK, see GK is connected with history, culture, geography, polity, economy, right, science take, environment, current affairs, everywhere GK is connected. General knowledge becomes a part of it. If you see the graph here, ठीक है, GK का जो areas है वो fluctuate करता जा रहा है. What is the history questions may be higher, but right, there may be if you look at 2000, I just wanted to bring this one. अगर 2022-23 और वो आप देखते हो 2023, history, geography, polity, economy, all such areas are almost equal level. That means 100 question, GS paper 1, UPSC civil service exam, 100 questions, so almost on the par, 12 to 15 question on each subject. Geography, economy, polity, history, right, science take, environment, this is getting there. Again, current affairs, all this are there. Now this year, if you look at 2000, अगर हम 2024 का एनालिसिस देखें तो 2024 में भी जो क्वेश्चंस है इक्वल एट पार आया. लेकिन इस बार क्या है कि जब जीके की बात करते हैं, मोर देन 30 क्वेश्चंस आर ऑन जनरल नॉलेज. जनरल नॉलेज ये समझना है, ये हर सब्जेक्ट से जुड़ा हुआ है. ऐसा कोई नहीं है कि कोई स्पेशली ये चीज है जो मैंने अभी शुरुआत में बताया, बट इट इज लिंक्ड विद एवरी सब्जेक्ट. सो हिस्ट्री, पॉलिटी, गवर्नेंस, व्हाटएवर यू टॉक देयर, अगेन टिल 2023 यू सी द क्वेश्चंस आर देयर, इंक्रीजिंग क्वेश्चन. करंट अफेयर्स 15 क्वेश्चंस आर देयर, एंड करंट अफेयर्स फॉर्म अ वेरी मेजर पार्ट ऑफ जनरल नॉलेज. General awareness, general knowledge, current affairs becomes very very important. Now let's look at 2024 exam there. मैं कुछ बताता हूँ कि कैसे क्वेश्चंस जो हैं जनरल नॉलेज के बेस्ड, सब्जेक्ट स्पेसिफिक जीके और करंट अफेयर्स बेस्ड जीके क्वेश्चंस हैव कम इन दिस ईयर 2024 exam. Let's look at the question here. How many delimitation commissions have been constituted by the government of India till December 2023? Complete GK question, general knowledge question. Delimitation commission. अभी बात हो रही है, you know, now election result is out. हरियाणा इलेक्शन एंड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर इलेक्शन अभी आउट हो गया और डिलिमिटेशन की बातचीत चल रही है. और अभी जम्मू कश्मीर की बात हो रही है कि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर डिलिमिटेशन होगा, राइट. उसके बाद फिर यू नो स्टेटहुड की बात हो रही है कि वेदर J&K व्हिच इज यूनियन टेरिटरी विल गेट स्टेटहुड. अभी करंट न्यूज में चल रहा है, आपको पता है ना, अभी रिजल्ट आ चुका है दोनों स्टेट के, दोनों यूनियन टेरिटरी जम्मू एंड कश्मीर एंड हरियाणा स्टेट का आ चुका है. तो डिलिमिटेशन की बात हो रहा है ना. तो डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन कितनी बार हो चुका है, फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन. Direct question. So if you look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, answer D 4 times. Now look at another question here. The Constitution Amendment Acts, Bill, Act, Amendments, linked with what? Indian polity. But again, GK question, general knowledge question. अब आप देखो ये क्वेश्चन जो है 71st अमेंडमेंट ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 1992, वो भी करंट अफेयर्स नहीं है. अब देखो यहाँ ध्यान से, ये करंट अफेयर्स नहीं, 92 की बात हो रही है. पहले का अमेंडमेंट, जितने भी मेजर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट्स हुए, दे बिकम वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द एग्जाम. जनरल नॉलेज के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है जीके के तौर पे. तो इफ यू सी दिस वन, अमेंड द 8th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, 8th शेड्यूल, राइट, टू विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग लैंग्वेजेस. आपको पता है लैंग्वेजेस को जो है 8th शेड्यूल ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, करेक्ट. तो कौन कौन लैंग्वेजेस ऐड किया गया 1992 में, 71st अमेंडमेंट टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. नाउ लुक एट कोंकणी, मणिपुरी, नेपाली, मैथिली. करेक्ट आंसर देयर, आंसर इज ए 1 2 3, दैट इज अ नेपाली, मणिपुरी, कोंकणी. अब मैं क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं, मैं देखता हूं कितना जीके आपको पता है. ओके, आई विल आस्क देयर. राहुल, कैन यू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ? राहुल, राहुल, Rahul Govardhan, can you unmute yourself? Ajay, he's not able to do. Anjali, can you unmute yourself? Anjali?
Yes, sir.
Anjali, I'm just asking a GK question. Recently, very recently, again, there is an amendment to the Constitution of India for adding certain type of languages. So which languages have been now added in the 8th schedule? Current affairs. I'm asking a general knowledge question based on very recent current affairs.
Sir, Punjabi, Bengali,
Correct?
and एक sir Marathi.
Marathi.
Pali and Prakrit and Assami also.
Very good. Srishti, very good. Pali, Prakrit language and Assamese language. Right? That have been added there. Now, this is called GK. Did you understand what is GK? General knowledge means this one. GK means this one. That whatever you are coming across in current events, you should be memorizing that. Now, this is where the UPSC question is there. Right? This year only UPSC question has asked about 71st amendment to the Constitution 1992. 1992. Older one it has asked. Correct? 1992 it has been asked. So what is very, very important, that such kind of things which are making headlines, and there the facts, you need to memorize. You need to remember it. Because based on that, there will be direct questions. See here, there is a direct question. Which are the languages? Like, you know, the Assamese, Pali, Prakrit, Marathi, right, Bengali, right? All these languages have been now added there. Now I'll ask another GK question, facts. So now tell me, in 8th schedule of Constitution of India, how many total number of languages have been added? Regional languages. पहले कितने languages थे? Earlier, how many languages were there? Total number of languages.
6 languages was there.
No, earlier. No, I mean to say, before this addition of languages, 6 languages, how many were there earlier?
22, sir.
22. Very good. This is called GK. This is called general knowledge. State PCS exam. Other exams will ask you that 22. Now, how many have been added? 6. So, what is total number? Tell me now.
28.
28. Good. Very good. This is called GK, general knowledge. Do you know which languages are there? Which constitution amendment has added here? Now, if I ask you another question, which constitution amendment this time added the 6 languages? See here, this is 71st in 1992. But this new 6 languages which have been added, what is the constitutional amendment? Because without amendment, you cannot add anything in the 8th schedule or any of the schedules. Can anyone tell me that number, amendment, bill?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah,
I'd like to interrupt, sir. Like, if I'm wrong, like, just correct me. Like, the language that which are just declaration is, I think, is classical language, sir.
Correct. Very true.
This classical language, I think it remains 22 language on there.
Correct.
Earlier, those language was included in part of the 8th schedule, 22 languages, but those newly language that the government has declared come under as classical language.
Correct,
Earlier
correct,
classical language, I think is 4 or 5. Now I think now it's turning to 8
correct,
or 9,
correct.
9, yeah, 9. Yeah, 9.
9, correct, correct. How you very correct. See how has given a very good important information. See, you have to be again very, very careful when reading the current events. See, one is what called when you talk about schedule languages, 8th schedule, where the languages are added through the amendment to the Constitution of India. Second, it comes classical languages. Classical. See, classical languages, we have a long list of that, right? So, if you take here classical languages, which related to Kannada, Manipuri, Odissi, right? There are many languages are there. And again, remember that all classical languages are not added as a scheduled languages.
Yes, sir.
There's a distinction, right? There's a distinction there. There's a clear-cut distinction between this. See, there are many languages in India. You know that India is a melting pot. You all know India is a melting pot of so much of diversity, right? Such a huge diversity we have in our country, right? So classical languages are those which are old in terms of use, like sometimes ancient, right? Very old in use. But adding to the 8th schedule requires a complete procedure by the government of amending the constitution and then adding the language in the 8th schedule there. So you have to be again be careful in that context there. That's what it's in a GK, general knowledge, is a, if anybody has read it thoroughly, will be able to mark it, get the correct answer, or they will lose it, right? Okay, yes. Srishti has written something. 6 classical languages, yes. Now 5 more have been added here. Very true. But how has given? How has given? Well done, how? You have given a very correct answer. So how has given a very important information here. 5 more languages have added. Now Srishti has also added there, right? I'm able to see your chat box also there. I have a system here. See, I'm looking at the camera now. Just at the bottom here, I have the computer desktop, which I'm able to see your chat box there. Correct. So that's what I'm saying. See, my point is that general knowledge based on current events, based on the facts, become very, very important. And this can really give you score. This will really give you a kind of edge in the competition. And you will be able to qualify the exam, easily. Particularly the preliminary exam. That is a first stage of exam, screening exam. There more such GK questions are asked, not for the descriptive part. Subjective questions and main exam, that is different ball game. But objective type, MCQs, prelims exam, that becomes very, very important. So just I'll just carry on further. Let's look at this one. 2024 political parties and the founders, right? Bharatiya Janata Sangh, Socialist Party, Congress for Democracy, Swatantrata Party. This is called GK question, general knowledge question. That means, do you know which are the political parties? Because political parties are always in the news. And who are the founder people of those parties? Another very important GK question asked this year prelims exam. I am trying to highlight here. And you know that here only one, only two, B as an answer here. That means only 2 are the correct one there. One is Bharatiya Janata Sangh, there's Sama Prasad Mukherjee, right? Then coming to Congress for Democracy or something of that. Again, this is again the GK based on historical perspective. Again, contemporary history. What I'll say, contemporary history. One history you read, modern India, India's struggle for independence, medieval India, ancient India, world history. That's what you read. But another history is a contemporary history. That means post 1947 history, right, of India. There all this political, and NCERT book. Again, remember that NCERT book is a key, because there is a book on India's political system. If you go through the NCERT book, there is India's political system. That is the book of NCERT, school level book. They're asking the question, and again remains in the current affairs. Correct? It again remains in the current affairs. So again you can find. Now let's look at another one. This one, regarding the Constitution of India, Indian polity and governance. Like here, powers of municipalities are given part 9 of the Constitution. Panchayati Raj institution, PRI. urban local bodies, ULBs. You know that there again the part added to the constitution. Panchayati Raj, PRIs. Part 9, what is given here? Emergency provisions are given part 18 of the constitution. Emergency. Right? One is national emergency, sometimes internal emergency, sometimes financial emergency. So which part of the constitution? Again you see GK. Part 9, part 18. Facts. Either you know or you don't know. Either you are aware or you are thorough with it, or you are not thorough with that. Complete GK, general knowledge. Again, you see here, provision related to amendment to the constitution are given in part 20 of the constitution. Provisions regarding the amendment to the constitution given in the part 20 of the constitution. Again, facts. Right? So it's given here answer D, 1 to 3. All these are correct. Direct question. One who has read Indian polity book, Lakshmikant. One who has read any book in Indian polity and knows about the provisions and which chapters, which parts of Indian constitution is there, will be able to solve this question. Will be able to solve this question. Again, GK question. Now you see here further. If you look at here, direct question, GK. Following statement correct about the, again, see Constitution of India. Interstate trade and commerce is a state subject. State list, union list, concurrent list. To which list it comes? Interstate trade and commerce. Is it a state subject, state list, union list, concurrent list? Again, general knowledge, GK. Second, interstate migration is a state subject under the state list. Interstate migration is which subject? Then you say interstate quarantine, during COVID time, right? During the COVID time, COVID-19, there was quarantine was there and people were migrating from state to state. So interstate quarantine is a union subject under this union list. Corporate tax is a state subject under the state list. Right? Corporation tax. Direct question, GK. Right? Now tell me here. Interstate trade and commerce comes into which list? Is a state list, concurrent list, or union list? Yes, anybody? Varun, tell me here. Interstate trade and commerce, according to 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, comes under which list? Is it a union list, state list, or concurrent list?
State list, sir.
Pakka? We see the question is asking here, this one is correct there. Answer is C here.
Union list, sir.
That is GK is all about facts. General knowledge is all about fact. And you have to be thoroughly be aware of it, very thoroughly aware of that fact. Yes, Srishti, what do you think?
Sir, union list.
Union list. Okay, good. What about interstate migration? Migration of Indians from one state to another. Is a state list, union list, or concurrent list?
It is concurrent, sir.
Is a concurrent list because the states determine there. Sometimes inner line permit. Have you heard about this word? Inner line permit, which can restrict movement. Correct?
Yes, sir. For northeast regions.
Yeah, for northeastern region there are inner line permits where the states can control. Right? See, C is correct one. Quarantine is a union list. Then given the corporation tax is again interstate. That is state and union, they're concurrent. Direct question, GK. That's what I'm repeating again and again. Why I'm saying GK again and again, the reason is that. Now let's look at here this question. Under which of the following articles of the Constitution of India, right, has the Supreme Court of India placed the right to privacy? Direct question. Right to privacy. Article 21. Right? Article 21. See here. Article 15, Article 16, Article 19, Article 21. Right to privacy. Putta Swami judgment. GK. This is called GK question. Direct question. Now look at further here. Look at here. What are the duties of the Chief of Defence Staff? C.D.S. Chief of Defence Staff, C.D.S. Earlier first was Bipin Rawat. Right? General Bipin Rawat was the first. But now you see here, as a head of Department of Military Affairs, permanent chair of Chiefs of Staff Committee, exercise military command over the 3 service chiefs, principal military advisor to Defence Minister. General knowledge. Do you know about Chief of Defence Staff? Then you can see further. Here, look at here. Operations undertaken by the army towards upliftment of the local population in remote areas to include addressing of their basic needs. So what is here? Operations. Again, this comes in news, general knowledge, GK. Then again, army. Then again, local population, basic needs. Operation Sankalp, Operation Maitri, Operation Sadbhavna, Operation Madad. GK, general knowledge. Direct question. Already you have the answer here. See, I have kept on the slide with the answer. Sadbhavna. All these questions, I have also mentioned the answer key. Okay, what is the answer key? Direct question based on, again, awareness, GK part. Now you see further. Further you see the longest border, geography question, world geography. The longest border between any 2 countries in the world is what? Longest border. See, sometimes in GK, you read about longest border, shortest border, border of India with other countries. Is again a GK, general knowledge. See here, Canada and USA. Right? Then again you see here, another one. Which of the following statement about ethics committee? Now you see ethics committee. Now this is based on current affairs. Current awareness, current events, where ethics committee of parliament always comes in news. So here given here, in the Lok Sabha are correct. Lok Sabha. Initially it was ad hoc committee. See, ad hoc committee. Now only a member of Lok Sabha can make a complaint relating to unethical conduct of a member of parliament. This committee cannot take up any matter which is sub judice. And you know, when you watch news, there are certain type of allegation against minister by another minister on ethical behavior or conduct of minister. So whether Lok Sabha, whether Rajya Sabha, whether it's a permanent committee or ad hoc committee, or is it a standing committee? Again, the facts. Again, you see facts there. So here 1 and 2 is not the part. Whether only Lok Sabha member can put a complaint, whether Rajya Sabha member can complain or not. Again, that's part given. Both can do it. Now see further. Direct question. Simple question. Who was the provisional president? See, who was the provisional president of the Constituent Assembly? It is all given in the book, first chapter. Chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, very first chapter. You have our Constituent Assembly. Making of Indian Constitution. It's saying before Dr. Rajendra Prasad. See, before Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was the temporary type of president was selected for that. It is all given there. Which all bodies were, when the constitution was being drafted, who were the people in charge of different type of committees and bodies, is all given the very first chapter of the book of Indian polity. Name given here: C. Rajagopalachari, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, T.T. Krishnamachari, then Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. Is a very important person, Sachidanand Sinha, S.C. Sinha, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. Everybody knows that. Simple question, direct question, GK based question. Now you see here, another thing here, Government of India Act. Many times you will find Government of India Act question being asked. Now 1935 Act. Just look at previous year questions. You will get the question here. See here what is given here. It provided for establishment of All India Federation based on Union of the British India and the princely state. Right? Defense and foreign affairs were kept under the, see here, very simple. Defense and foreign affairs were kept under the control of federal legislation. Bicameral legislation. British provinces and princely states. Again, what you read in Indian Constitution, even history, modern India. Direct question there. Both are correct. Then you can see here further. Another history based GK. See, general knowledge will come into every subject. Right, you see here, which one of the following is a work attributed to playwright Bhasa? Many of history question, art and culture, ancient India, medieval India are fact, direct question, general knowledge. So here the name given, Kabilankara, then Natya Shastra, Madhyama Vayog, Mahabhashya. The answer is Madhyama Vayog. Mahabhashya is written by Patanjali. Right? Natya Shastra is other. Again, you see, playwright and their work. Sometimes, you know, even the books, I've told books. In history, you'll come across important books written by such scholars. Even that based questions are being asked. Historical questions, which are GK based questions, are being asked. Now you see here, Sanghabhuti, an Indian Buddhist monk. What is the name here? Sanghabhuti. Even historical figure, persons. Sanghabhuti, an Indian Buddhist monk who traveled to China, at the end of the 4th century AD, was the author of a commentary. See, again, books and author of a commentary on what? See here, A, Prajana Paramita Sutra, the Visuddhi Magga, then Sarvasti Vada Vinaya Sen, Lalita Vistara, GK, general knowledge. Direct question. Facts. Either you remember it or you don't remember it. If you have read and then you remember, then you will be able to get the answer. This is given Sanghabhuti, a Buddhist monk traveling to China. Which commentary he has written? That is what given the name. There's a C as an answer here. So that is Sarvasti Vada Vinaya Sen. That's what. Then again you see, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Last time also I mentioned the UNESCO which inscribe World Heritage Site of cultural importance. Santi Niketan, Rani Ki Vav, Sacred Ensemble of Hoysalas, Mahabodhi Temple Complex, Bodh Gaya. So recently, you know that recently Santi Niketan and this one, Hoysala, Sacred Ensemble of Hoysala. And you know this year, Assam, Charai Dev. What is the name of that site in Assam which has been now added this year? Charai Dev, Jorhat in Assam. Can anybody give me the name? You know, places in news. And again, it's such a UNESCO site. Again, it's a part of general knowledge. So who can give me the name of the site which has been inscribed this time by UNESCO, right, from historical and cultural perspective? Charai Dev, Ahom dynasty, yes. Sashti, you're right, Ahom dynasty. But what is the name of that site? Burial mound. What is the name of burial site of Ahom kings? Maidong, right? Where the dead bodies of Ahom kings were buried, that mound there. Maidong there, right? Mardong there. The part again, GK, general knowledge question here. Again, you see here, Article 368. See, as per Article 368 of the Constitution of India, Parliament can amend. See here, direct question. Parliament may amend any provision of the Constitution, what? By way of addition, variation, repeal. Parliament can make changes to Constitution by which mechanism? By which method? Either through addition, variation, repeal. Article 368. Right? Emergency and all this part comes. That what comes here. See? Then you can see here. Consider the following countries: Italy, Japan, Nigeria, South Korea, South Africa. Which of the above countries are frequently mentioned in the media for their low birth rates? Population. World population. Low birth rate. Right? Aging population. See, aging population. Declining population. Based on current affairs, but again, general knowledge. GK question. So which are those countries? Japan, you will always come across, but along with Japan, which are other countries? So that answer is here. There is a part of given here. Italy, then Japan, and then South Korea. Declining population. Then you see here another money bill. Money bill in the parliament. Financial provisions regarding the part of money bill in the Indian constitution. So you see here, article 109, see here, rectification. You have to memorize which article. Do you know important articles of Indian constitution? So see, article 109 mentions special procedure in respect to money bills. A money bill shall not be introduced in the Council of States. Council of States. Then again, Rajya Sabha can either approve the bill or suggest changes but cannot reject it. Amendment to a money bill suggested by the Rajya Sabha have to be accepted by the Lok Sabha. Simple question, very simple question. Right? Here the answer is 1, 2, 3. Whatever amendment, Rajya Sabha cannot intervene in the money bill matter. Other things are correct there. Now you see here another one. This is completely GK question, general knowledge question. Army ranks, Army, Navy, and Air Force ranks of officers, commissioned officers. You know what is called commissioned officers? Their ranks. General knowledge, GK. Army, Air Force, Navy. Brigadier, Air Commodore, Commander there. Then Major General, Air Vice Marshal, Vice Admiral. Major, Squadron Leader, Lieutenant Commander. Lieutenant Colonel, Group Captain, Captain. Select the correct this pair here. Right, only this third is correct. Which are the equal ranks? Army, Air Force, Navy. Again, facts. Right? I'm giving the example where the again fact is there. Only 3 there. That means, do you know hierarchy? Do you know hierarchy for lower to higher post in Army? Do you know hierarchy in lower to higher post in Navy? Do you know hierarchy in Air Force from lower to higher? And which are equal ranks across the 3 military forces? Again, see question. So where do you find all this? See, that's what I'm saying, that from where the question, there are just sources, no? There has to be some sources where UPSC is asking question. I'll give you the sources where it is given there. Northeastern Council, see here. Northeastern Council was established by Northeastern Council Act 1971. Subsequent to the amendment of NEC Act in 2002, the council comprises which of the following members? Direct question. Northeastern Council comprise of which all members? Governor of the constituent state, Chief Minister of the constituent state, 3 members to be nominated by the President of India, the Home Minister of India. Answer is 1, 2, 3. Not the Home Minister. Not the Home Minister. So one is called general awareness, but one is the general knowledge. See, generally people may think of a Home Minister comes into internal security matter and all this, so might be Home Minister. That might be wrong. But the fact, according to Indian Constitution, which is called GK, general knowledge, Home Minister is not the part of it. Chief Minister is there, Governor, and 3 people nominated by the President of India. That is the answer here. 1, 2, and 3. Now look at here, this one. Act Nari Shakti Vandan Abhinandan Abhiniyam. Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. This women reservation, right? Act. Now again, see the fact. Provisions will come into effect from the 18th Lok Sabha. 18th Lok Sabha. Then again, will be forced for 15 years, right? Right after becoming act, there is provision for reservation of seats for scheduled caste women with quota reserved for scheduled caste. You know, 1/3 of the seats will be reserved for women. Current news, but again facts. You all know this one. Delimitation. This act will be implemented after having complete delimitation of constituencies in all states and union territories all over India. After delimitation is done, then this enforcement of the act will be there. So this one is wrong. Delimitation is required. After that, it will be decided 1/3 of the seats reserved for women. This is what women. Second, third is correct. One is wrong after delimitation. It will not come into effect from 18th Lok Sabha. It will only be effect after the complete delimitation has been done. Right? Now you see further this one. Exercise Mitra Shakti 2023. Military exercise which comes in news. That India carry out military exercise, sometimes joint exercise, maybe army, maybe air force, maybe navy, or sometimes maybe army with air force, or air force with navy, or sometimes trilateral. That means all three forces, all three militaries, army, air force, navy, together with a foreign country, foreign military force, whether US or Japan or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, other countries. So now here, Mitra Shakti. What is given here? Joint military exercise between India and Bangladesh. Now, this is wrong. General knowledge, GK. Not Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India and Sri Lanka. So those who have done the GK very well, they will know that this military exercise is between India and Sri Lanka, not with India and Bangladesh. So Bangladesh is wrong. Again, facts. Now again here, the comments on the places in news. Which place in India this military exercise was commenced? That is correct. On the in Pune. This part is correct. Joint response during counter-terrorism operation. Sometimes counter-terrorism, counter-militancy, all this can be done there. That is also correct. And Indian Air Force also participated in this military exercise. That is also correct. Indian Air Force participation. That is also correct. 2, 3, 4. GK is now getting more and more prominence. That's what you see here. Then further you see here another writ of prohibition. You know, writs. Supreme Court and High Court writs. Direct question. Writ of prohibition is an order issued by the Supreme Court or High Court to what? Government officer prohibiting him from taking a particular action. The Parliament Legislative Assembly to pass a law on prohibition. The lower court prohibiting continuation of proceedings in a case. The government prohibiting it from following an unconstitutional policy. Lower court. This is very simple one. You know, 5 writs. Right? 5 writs, you all know that. Set, you know, habeas corpus, certiorari, prohibition, mandamus, quo warranto. Am I correct? These are 5 writs given under the Constitution. Simple question. Lower courts, where Supreme Court or High Court can ask the lower court to restrain in that kind of proceeding. See here, that's lower court prohibiting continuation of a proceeding in a case, where the High Court or Supreme Court can ask the lower court to stop that proceeding, restrict the proceedings. Prohibition. Simple question. GK. Important provisions of the Constitution of India. That becomes very, very important. Then you can see here another one. Governor of the state recognize and declare any community of the state as a scheduled tribe, you know, scheduled tribe. Then again, a community declared as scheduled tribe in a state need not be so in another state. Scheduled tribe in a state. Is it a governor here? Governor of the state? President of India. Declaration of scheduled tribes. And that particular state only, not other state. For another state, there will be a separate list of scheduled tribes in that particular state. Whether it's a state of Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh, every state will have their own kind of a list of scheduled tribes as determined by the President of India. Only second is correct, not the first. Again, GK question. 2 only will be the answer that. Then now see, in union budget, the Union Finance Minister on behalf of Prime Minister lays down there. Is it correct statement? Is it on behalf of Prime Minister, Finance Minister lay the budget, Union budget? No. President of India. On behalf of the President of India, Finance Minister lay union budget. Correct? So that is wrong here. At the union level, the no demand for a grant can be on the recommendation of the President of India. Right? No demand for grant can be on the recommendation. That is what comes here. So that is where the Council of Minister role comes. Demand of grant, Council of Ministers role, recommendations and all this. Now see, books. See, author of the books, The India Way and Why Bharat Matters. Bhupinder Yadav, Nalin Mehta, Shashi Tharoor, Subramanian Jaishankar. I have this book. This, what you see here, there are the racks of the books. मेरे ये जो सामने है बुक्स का रैक है, अगले रूम में भी पूरे बुक्स के रैक है. I have got three room full of books. Here there are books are there. Here the books are there. I am a lover of books, and I have both the books there. Why India Matter and Bharat, right? Who is the writer? S. Jaishankar, Dr. S. Jaishankar. I have this one before, and I have taken a session there. एग्जाम से पहले मैंने सेशन लिया था और उस समय मैंने यूट्यूब सेशन दिखाया था दोनों बुक्स. ये देखो, ये दो किताबें हैं. And now the direct question has been come. Direct question has been asked. Right? So what do you find here? This part of the. Now look at here this. Country reason for being in the news. Argentina, Sudan, Turkey. Now further you see here. Sumedh pipeline. Last time current affairs. Again I have mentioned that. Sumedh pipeline. Current events based GK here. Then you see Red Sea. Geography based GK question. Red Sea. Then again you see here another thing. Environment Protection Act. Pollution. Sulfur dioxide gas. SO2. Sulfur dioxide emission. Environment question. Direct question here. Environment Protection Agency, EPA, which of the largest source of sulfur dioxide emission? That is thermal power plants. Power plants using fossil fuels. Environment question here. GK question here. Then more question. Many more questions are there. I can tell you that 2024 UPSC prelims exam, more than 50% is GK. Who has done their GK very well will be able to manage the exam very well. Now I'll give you a strategy. You all have been waiting for the strategy. These are the example here. How to prepare GK. अब असली बात करते हैं. Let's go to the real thing. How to prepare GK. I have already listed here this part. I have already listed this one. I'll just open that. मैंने शुरुआत में बताया this part. GK is all of this. These are the major areas of GK. General knowledge. Current events, places in news, persons in news, awards, sports, books, countries, flags, rivers, population, language, culture, blogs, groups, UN agencies, persons in news. And then I have taken the sample questions from this year exam, just to make you understand how GK becomes very important, general knowledge. Right? Now let me come to this. How to prepare GK here. Let us go into this part. How to go for GK part. How to prepare this. How to go about. So that you all can qualify prelims. You all can write main exam. I'll now come to this one. So let's look at here. Strategy to prepare GK, general knowledge. You can even write also there, but I'll put across there. First thing first. Number one. You should have a guidebook. A guidebook on general knowledge, which cover history, polity, geography, all factual things, economy, environment, science, tech. There are in the market. In the market, there are books. I remember earlier, McGraw-Hill book, TMH. Any one of you can pick up. One is here, this one, unique. Then your Lucent. Even TMH, McGraw-Hill. Disa. Any one. Not all, any one. Which has simple compilation, but any one with all facts compilation. Any one publication, any one. You don't have to read hundreds. Time नहीं है. 10 किताब पढ़ने का time नहीं है. Any one guidebook, which has got all the general knowledge part, GK, which you can read before the exam again and again, multiple times. Right? The first thing you require this one. If you don't have, get one GK book. It's very, very important. Second thing is this one, which I always keep on saying. It's very, very important that when you read subject, when you read NCERT, make a note of it. Make your own notes on important facts. What I say, ready reckoner, revision. See, when you're reading Indian Constitution, I have discussed a number of questions from Indian Constitution. When you're reading Indian Constitution, important articles, right? Important facts, provisions, geography, rivers, cities, towns, borders, islands, hills, mountains, facts. That means your fact book, there has to be a facts notebook. Your own notebook, which you can revise several times to remember it again and again. The second requirement is required. See, GK, you will not remember it. See, some part will be understanding. Other parts will be memorization. The two divisions are there. See, one is that understanding part, where you understand the concept. And second thing, what comes here? Memorization, where you have to memorize all the facts. When you read a subject, you understand the subject, but when the facts comes, you have to memorize the fact. Then, those facts which are difficult to remember, those facts which are difficult to remember, I'll give you a tip, another third one. Make this one. I'll just take it upward here. Those facts which are difficult to remember, what you can do, make an infographic. or chart, right? Some kind of flow charts, right? Or you make a calendar. Infographic, flow chart, calendar. That is available in the market. Now it is available. You don't have to do hard work. There are some kind of this kind of chart. आपने देखा होगा, बाजार में मिलता है. पूरा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक चार्ट में रहता है. पूरा ज्योग्राफी एक चार्ट में रहेगा. Have you gone through that one? Nowadays all history, modern India. Simply put on the wall. Just put on the wall and you see it again and again. Indian Constitution, geography. How many have got this kind of chart paper with all the comparison? कितने लोगों के पास है ये? Varun, Anjali, Srishti, do you have this kind of it is now sold in the market. It's already available in the market. Do you have this? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Rahul, you have this?
Yes,
If
sir.
If you don't have, buy this. It's very useful. There's a very big kind of a calendar type of flow chart comes of Indian polity or history. And there you can do it again and again. That really helps. That really helps there. Then fourth one, right? Play card. To remember this, make cards written with keywords. Sometimes, people who writes this kind of IELTS or, sometimes, TOEFL exams, sometimes CAT exam, CAT MBA, MBA exams, CAT exams, TOEFL, IELTS, they have a playing card, like a card with some keywords. That card, wherever you're going, you're just taking that card and remembering it. Almost like a dictionary, something called dictionary of facts. Right? So that again, which are the rivers? Okay, rivers of India, rivers of UK, rivers of North America. A small card. Nowadays, it is also sold in the market. Now it's available in the market. You have the card, collection cards. You are on the bus, you are in the bus, or you are in the metro train, you are traveling somewhere, you are just seeing that cards. Or when you are studying yourself, make those kind of writing. Right? Make those kind of writing there. One is this kind of flow chart there, which has on the polity or constitution. Or second is the card with some kind of words, which you can remember it. Because remembering facts is very, very difficult. So you have to just keep this one. ताश का पत्ता जैसा होता है कि कभी भी अपना आप रिवाइज कर सकते हो. That is what you need to do. That. Then certain sources I wanted to refer here. This one, Manorama yearbook. Like for example, this Manorama yearbook. Manorama yearbook. Now you know this. Nobel Prizes have been awarded. Physics, chemistry. Today, chemistry award was announced, given to three scientists. For what? Computational chemistry, protein folding. Out of the 2 scientists are from UK, working with Google DeepMind, protein folding. That Google company, they have developed the software. So again, such kind of Nobel Prize in Physics. Yesterday it was announced, Nobel Prize. Scientists win Nobel Prize in Physics for machine learning, AI, artificial intelligence, and the machine learning, which today we are using AI tool. For that it is made. So all this one, see, mock test, then schemes, government programs, yojanas, schemes, again based on current affairs, right? Persons in news, current affairs, awards. You see here, Nobel Prize in Medicine given to two scientists, Victor Ambrose and the part of Gary Ruvkun, for Nobel Prize in Medicine for what? MicroRNA, science and technology. Make that. Chagos Island, see, strategic importance of Chagos Island. Classical languages, see here. Classical languages. What in the beginning of this session we have discussed? Classical languages. Explainer, what are classical languages? Cabinet approves classical language status to 5 more languages. Pali, Prakrit, all those kind of language there. Now again, explainer, the blue line in southern Lebanon, south of Lebanon, world kind of affairs, Lebanon. Now you know that Iran, Hezbollah, and that Lebanon part of it. Then you see here, snapshots. Norway inaugurates under see here, another thing. Quad countries launch Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Cancer Moonshot. Then again, you know, this when you come to here, see here, this one. Norway inaugurates undersea vault to store carbon dioxide. Environment news, climate change perspective, carbon dioxide store. Then again, you see India's medal winners at Paris Olympics. Paris Olympics medal winners, right? Government to equip all trains with Kavach 4.0 by December 2030. Then again, see, Law Commission of India, President sanctioned Constitution of 23rd Law Commission. Then again, the role of regional rural banks, RRB. Then again, impediments in women empowerment. Then India needs to reimagine the contours of agri sector for next generation drone technology, use of advanced technologies in agriculture field. This Manorama yearbook, see, again you see here, on this day, 1932, October 8, establishment of Indian Air Force. Yesterday, 8th October, right, is celebrated as Indian Air Force Day. We have done in our Instagram and YouTube channel, you'll find we have a small video on Indian Air Force Day that we have done. See here, all this, tackling the gender pay gap, the role of digital technology, surging seas, UN chief issues global SOS. Sometimes, you know, quotations, proverb, there are like here, change is the end result of all true learning. Leo Buscaglia, he has given that saying, change is the end result of all the learning. Now you can see here, all, world, India, current affairs, international relation, polity and constitution. Manorama yearbook. Let me write here. Fifth one, if you look at the sources to refer, if it is sources to refer, what type of things are there? The first thing, what you need to do here, every year, write sources. If you look at sources for GK, one I said guidebook, one is here Manorama yearbook. This comes at the end of the year. Year-end compilation you'll find. Now, one can follow website also there. Of Manorama, Malayalam Manorama, that is a Manorama yearbook. Now they have a digital page also there. That you can follow. Second source which I am referring here, India yearbook. Very, very important. For GK question, this year exam, every year, not with this year exam, 2024, every year, India yearbook chapters, the 30 chapters are there. 6 to 7 questions come from India yearbook. That military rank, military rank, same ranks of Indian Army, Air Force, Navy, that's from India yearbook. Military exercises, India yearbook. Constitution, India yearbook. So, India yearbook. Again, year end, this comes here. And I will ask you, is a very bulky book, very big book. इसका gist जो है, gist and summary by coaching institutes. Coaching institute will have gist and summary of India yearbook. That you have to go there. Then third thing here, GK. Year end compilation of a gist or summary of a PIB, Yojana and Kurukshetra. This is all magazine. Magazines and year PIB part. Government schemes, government initiatives. And then current affairs magazine. For other GK related thing, current affairs magazine. Whichever current affairs magazine you follow, that becomes very important. Whether you take Drishti IAS or any of the coaching institute, proper magazine which comes every Pratyogita Darpan, let me say Pratyogita Darpan, such as, let's say, for example, Pratyogita Darpan. Pratyogita Darpan is a very famous GK based magazine. Pratyogita Darpan. Pratyogita Darpan is a very good one. English and Hindi both. Pratyogita Darpan is a very good book. PD. Pratyogita Darpan. They have special current affairs that you can follow current affairs, and other monthly magazine of coaching institute which you follow for current affairs, that you can continue. Right? Is it clear here what I'm discussing right now? Saurabh, Shraddha, Srishti, how, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
This
All
source,
clear.
you have to do that.
Yes,
And
sir.
you do it repeatedly. You know what is very important? This one. What I mentioned, this one. Guidebook, any of the guidebook will work. Your own notes, then chart, then this small kind of with key point on the kind of a play card, that kind of thing. That what you can require there. And the sources you have to follow this. This is the way you can master general knowledge, GK. This is what is required here. है ना? तो ये चीज था, this much I wanted to just make you aware and give you that kind of understanding here, right? So that you are able to get into that, you are able to understand that, right? Mentorship का यही मतलब होता है कि कुछ चीजें ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आपको गाइड कर सकते हैं, जैसे बता सकते हैं वहां पर. That means you are able to understand that these are the way you have to do, and please make sure GK will really help you qualify the exam. ये पूरा फैक्चुअल चीजें को आपको एग्जाम निकालने में हेल्प होगा, राइट? हाउ डू यू हैव एनी सच काइंड ऑफ अ बुक, इंडिया ईयर बुक और समथिंग? और
Yes, sir. I follow this Indian yearbook and then Manorama yearbook.
good, very good, very good, excellent. This is what you have to do there, because if you really do this area properly, I'm very sure you will have complete advantage in the competition. And I know that is difficult because there are a lot of things to remember. It's not possible for a human brain to mug up, to memorize all such facts. But you can maximize, as much as possible that you can do. And you can get it perfect only through revision, and revision with the practice of test, like test and quiz. I'll say that you need to have a daily, practice, test or quiz. Sometimes many of the institutes, they give you this kind of quizzes, GK based quizzes, right? Or tests, like here, GK based questions. Sometimes, one-liner. I'll give you a very important one-liner, one-line sentence, key facts, one-liner. Test on that. Many magazines are there. There are magazines which give you at the last multiple choice questions. When you read the magazine, at the last you'll find such questions are given for practice. Quizzes are given for practice. Even online, even online you can get. I'll tell you here, this is India yearbook. Right, this is India Yearbook where you find here. Now it is all comparison, everything is given. Now you see here this one. Ministry of Information Broadcasting. They have e-book, handbook, impact of social campaign, special campaign, Seva Sushashan Garib Kalyan, statistical handbook on media entertainment sector, right? All this, all you'll find here. This is a ministry wise given there. Then you know gender knowledge. If you look at gender knowledge, you see career power. See, this is a career power. They have this one, static current India and the world, GK general knowledge 2024. Then you'll find here, see, Jagran Josh, another website, Jagran Josh. They also give you weekly, monthly current affairs, static part, gender knowledge. You'll find here. Again, Jagran Josh, that part is you'll find here. Then many are there. See, GK, UPSC part. The many such links you'll find. I believe that you don't go to many links. You can follow Jagran Josh. That is I'll write it down here. One is this one. If you take this sources here, like here, if you look at a website for all the GK, one is this Jagran Josh. They have a good compilation on this. Then career power. This again they give you all this. These are one-day exam. You know, one-day exam. Banking, RRB, railways. Because GK questions are more in numbers in one-day exams. So this career power, Jagran Josh, they give a lot of current affairs based kind of thing. A lot of things from general knowledge. So you can see Jagran Josh is there, career power is there. Then again I say this Manorama, that you can follow there. That's what I've written here. So that can really help. Like for example, if I take you to this one, Jagran Josh, general knowledge, GK. It's a very good compilation. See here. When is Navami and Ashtami 2024 October? Check correct date. Now see here. List of players with most centuries in Test cricket. Optical illusion. Then again, World Mental Health Day. Tomorrow is the 10th October. You know, day, sometime day, important days. World Ozone Day. Then World Mental Day, Mental Health Day. World Diabetes Day, World Cancer Day. Then environmental thing, World Wildlife Week. Important dates, important days. Again, the part of GK, general knowledge, GK part. So when you see World Mental Health Day, 2024 themes, key messages, facts. Then you know current GK, top 10 richest actors in the world. Sometimes you know Time magazine and other kind of richest man of the world. Then you can see here Nobel Prizes winners, right? Then you can see here. You'll find all these ones. Okay, here. GK quiz. See a quiz here. 100 plus GK questions and answers for class 10th. GK quiz on animals. Even animal-based questions. GK quiz on animals. How sharp is your animal knowledge? Take this quiz to find out. India's economic guardians. Quiz on finance ministers and their achievements. Whichever the finance ministers and their achievements. Quiz on that. Now see here. GK quiz on Olympics. Challenge your Olympic knowledge with this GK quiz. Right? Another very important thing. So you'll find all this. Jagran Josh, I find. Now look at here. This one. Like, see, net worth and all. Top 65 Mahatma Gandhi quotes and all you'll find here. List of all prime ministers of India. List of all finance ministers of India. Then updated list of Ramsar sites in India. Wetlands of international importance. Ramsar sites, environmental aspect. Right? Latest list of Maharatna. You know, Navratna, Maharatna, PSU. Public sector undertakings. That here, Maharatna and Navratna companies. Then World GK. Now see top 10 golf courses in the United States. List of Bangladesh Prime Minister. What is dark tourism? See, what is dark tourism? Some popular dark tourism destination in the world. Dark Sky Reserve and all this. Ladakh has been declared as a dark sky reserve. Now you see here. Dada Saheb Phalke Award. You know, Dada Saheb Phalke Award given to Mithun Chakrabarti. Right? For his lifetime achievement. Then you see a list of Prime Minister of Japan. You have all this one. Jammu and Kashmir CM list. You'll find everything here. You don't have to go to multiple sources. Just one website which can give you all the GK, general knowledge. Because now the weightage of GK is increasing in UPSC civil service exam also. based on current aspect, based on the subjects, right? Questions are being asked. So that you need to be doing it there. And now you know that this Nobel Prize, now when the Nobel Prize is given there, then you can go to the Nobel Prize website. Whenever you read any current affairs, just do the Google search, go to the main website, read about it. Like, for example, Nobel Prize in Physics, John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton for machine learning and artificial neural network. Nobel Prize in Chemistry today, David Baker for computational protein design, and Demis Hassabis and John M. Jumper for protein structure prediction. The Nobel Prize in Medicine, Victor Ambrose and Gary Rukun for discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. Prizes, awards, that is making headline, that part. Right? So I will be covering all this science and technology. Don't worry. Science and technology, environment, I will be doing those kind of mentorship and the classes there. But my point is that today, this mentorship on GK, I am trying to just help you out to get those kind of information. Right? Any question you have? Anything you
Sir,
want
I have a question.
yeah.
Like, I'm very big in Hindi, and when I read the schemes names, mostly the scheme nowadays are Hindi words. How should I remember to retain longer in the long term? Because when I study, I didn't even know the meanings.
Mhm.
And then when I read it, I just understand. When I close my book, I forgot again.
Yeah, that is true, because what you are saying that when you are reading there and then after that you will not be able to remember. So I have an idea. The idea is that what you can do in that context, when you are reading such kind of thing, that time you are able to just have in your brain. But again, the moment, one day or after that you will forget. So what is the best thing
Yes.
is that whenever you're reading, just jot down the key points there. Because while you're reading, see, our human brain has got a limited, there's some kind of information which can be stored here, but rest of things you will forget. So what is the best way? That if you write it down somewhere, you write it down, it will take some time. Let's say it will take 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but if you have written down somewhere, it is basically permanent record, because you have written somewhere, it becomes a record of yours for revision. And when after a gap, let's say after 10 days or even after 2 weeks, what you have written, if you just go through it, you will recall it. Yes, that time I was reading this thing, and I was able to remember something I have written here. So, okay, I'm able to now understand. I'm able to recall that information. So I always believe that when you are reading, and to everyone, not only every student who is right now, please make sure all the fact-based information, the key points, the facts, you should jot it down, you should write it down. You should write it in a piece of paper. That means, see, you will not remember it. I'm telling you with full conviction that next day or after few hours, you will forget. But if you have written it somewhere, and it will really help there, that part. And again, see, whatever magazine comes, see, if it is already in a magazine or somewhere compilation, then don't write. Because you don't waste your time writing it, right? Because time, you have to manage the time also there. Those, if you think you don't have a PDF or magazine or any kind of a compilation, and you are reading something on your own, then please note it down. But if you have a PDF, you have a compilation, you have something in the book, then just underline it, highlight it, so that after few days, when you read, you are able to understand and remember it or recall, right? That is the only way out you can do. What you said is very correct, because it's not possible to remember all facts. Another way, sometimes students, what the student do, they use some kind of tricks, like some kind of correlation of some kind of thing there. Okay, this word, they correlate with something, they make some kind of visual aspect of that particular word or sentence to remember that particular point there. Like for example, yesterday this Nobel Prize has been given to John Hopfield. Now, how I remember the name? I remember the name is John Hopkins. John Hopkins is a very important medical and a very important university in US, John Hopkins. So that way I remember John Hopfield, right? Hopfield, Field. And another Nobel laureate is Geoffrey, right? Geoffrey Hinton. How I remember the name? Geoffrey. I remember Jeffrey, right? I know one of the person called Jeffrey, Alex Jeffrey, who developed the DNA fingerprint. So Jeffrey, I remember Geoffrey. Then Hinton, I remember for Hilton. You know, Hilton is a group of hotels. Hilton. So I made it Hilton, then Hinton, Hinton. So I'm able to remember both the names of Nobel Prize winners of physics. That is the first one is John Hopfield, and second is Geoffrey Hinton. So this way you can correlate something to remember the name, right? Like today's Nobel Prize in chemistry, David Baker is a very common name. You know, David and Goliath. No, David, you know that. Baker is a very common name. David Baker, you get. Right, that way you are able to remember, okay, David Baker, chemistry, Nobel Prize 2024. And the other names, if you look at other name, for example, chemistry, the other name. So how would I remember the name here? Say this one, David Baker, I remember. Now see, other half of Nobel Prize win Demis Hassabis, right? So demise, death, Hassabis. Again, I'll try to literal word, I'll try to correlate Hassabis, something, Hannabis or some word, I'll think that, right? Hassabis. John M. Jumper, I'll think that, okay, John is jumping, John Jumper. So I'm just visualizing that. Okay, Nobel Prize in chemistry, David Baker. One half prize is gone. Another half has been given to John Jumper, right? John who is jumping, John Jumper. And the other one is given to Demis Hassabis. So Demis Hassabis, right? Demisal, I'll remember like that, Demisal. So Demis Hassabis and John Jumper. And half prize has gone to David Baker. This way, I've correlated something in my brain to remember the names. Right?
So what about Hindi words? I'm completely blank in Hindi words. So it's very difficult
No,
for
Hindi
me.
word, even Hindi word also, you try to connect with your language. Like in Manipuri language, try to connect with that. Or English, take English word something.
So the
Something.
problem the problem with me is that even the scheme name also mostly nowadays the scheme names are Hindi words. Hindi words not like the simple Hindi. This I don't know. This is a Sanskrit word. I have no idea. But
Yes.
the different interpretation, when I search the Google, they have different interpretation, but the scheme is interpreted is different again. But I'm totally confused in this. How should I remember the such kinds of words? It be it ancient Aryan culture words and then the scheme names.
Now, in that case, what you can do, that's an ancient name, sometimes, Sanskrit names, or, sometimes a very, complete Hindi word is there. So what you can do, such word, you can do the same thing what you have said, that you can look into Google translation to what exactly the English word is there, that particular word, so that you are able to mention, like, for example, I'll give you an idea here. I have told right now in the session here, this question, let's look at here. This question which was asked, let me just take a question here. This one, look at here. This one. Prerit Bhasa. Let's say this one. Which one of the following is a work attributed to Prerit Bhasa? Now, this is a Hindi word, Sanskrit word, Bhasa.
Yes.
So what you do? You do the Google translation here. So Bhasa means a language. So you'll know, okay, this name, Bhasa, there's a language. Language name is it. Now the option here, Kavya Lankara, Kavya, poetry. You're trying to just see those, when you're reading the history book and you're coming such Hindi words or Sanskrit word, just do the Google Translate in English. You'll find the Kavya Lankara, that means Kavya, poetry, something, this name, Kavya Lankara is coming. So I have to remember that something with the poetry. If some option comes with the poetry, then this will be the correct option. right? Then, like for example, Natya Sastra. So again, when you do Google search, Natya means a dance. So something dance. Sastra means book. The book of dance. Natya Sastra. So again, that way, that kind of translation, you'll be able to understand. Then Madhyama Vayogya. So you know that Madhyama, when you do the search, middle. Madhyama means middle. Okay. Something middle. And something middle is there. So if anywhere in UPSC exam or any exam, if the question is asked on that writer and the book, and this word Madhyama comes, so Madhyama, I know in English means middle. So the moment this word will be there, I will mark this as a correct option. Okay, this will be the option. That way you can do it. Like Mahabhashya. Maha means great, right? Maha means great. Bhashya means language. So let's say Patanjali. Patanjali. So this person that which you have memorized has written this book, big language. That means Mahabhashya. So big language, Patanjali. So Mahabhashya. So if you don't remember Mahabhashya, but something you are putting big language, something on that. So I know there is a hard work. There's a hard work there. But if you are able to do, you'll be able to manage it. See, one good thing is that in objective type questions, you have the options, right? You have the option A, B, C, D. You have to only recall that, okay, yes, somewhere I have read this word and this I have remembered with this particular, metaphor. Sometimes, metaphor, some metaphor, some kind of word, I remember that. So this will be a correct answer. So let me mark that. This way you can do it. This is the best way, which I consider people who are from non-Hindi background, they have a lot of difficulty in remembering those kind of words of Sanskrit or Hindi or something. Best thing is that just translate in English certain type of word or some term, and then put some metaphor, something to remember. Okay, this way I can remember it. Madhyama, that means middle. So this writer, this thing here. So again, and when you write it somewhere, no, it becomes easy to revise and recall. You can revise and recall there. That's what I've given here. Same thing, this one also. Because all these are Sanskrit names, Sangha, Bhuti. Even you can relate with Manipuri language also. In Manipuri language, do you have something like, for example, Sangai? How I'll remember it? Since let's suppose I don't know Hindi and something, I'll say the Manipuri, dancing deer, Hamin Sangai. You all know Sangai? You know Sangai? How? Kibul Lamjau
Yes,
National Park.
yes, yes,
Local
yes.
lake. Okay, Sangai somewhere, Sangha Bhuti. So that way you will be able to connect. That way the word you can remember that. Okay, some Buddhist monk, which let's understand Sangai deer, Sangha Bhuti. So you have used a metaphor, something to do that. As a dancing deer, keep on going around in Fumdi of Loktak Lake. So Sangha Bhuti, a Buddhist monk, he also went to China. He went to such kind of places there. He wandering monk, wanderer, something metaphor. So you will remember Sangha Bhukti. Okay, Sangha Bhuti, China, that migration part. This way you have to do some kind of trick to memorize this kind of name there, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that's the idea I've given. This is the way only, because factual information is very difficult to remember, right?
I don't know, sir, why UPSC love to give such kinds of like words,
Now,
because
no,
India is such a diverse country. People from south, people from north. They do not. It seems like they give more emphasis on the north India.
yes, no, they are emphasizing and they are asking such kind of question, which should not be there. But but the reality is that they're asking the question. The only way out is that you can say this is called disparity. What I believe that if it has to be pan-India based, should be all over the country based kind of thing should be there. But now what they're doing is that they're going more into ancient times. So they're looking.
Exactly. Right.
So that's what they are asking questions from there, right? Not from modern history, but going back to the ancient era or something of that. But one more thing I would like to tell you that, and all the students here, that wherever you find it, some GK questions or facts very difficult to remember, then leave it there. Because why? See, 100 questions, nobody will solve. You have to maximize attempts or questions. Because even I will tell you, top rankers who are ranked number 1 in UPSC civil service exam and IAS, even that person, the boy or girl, the person who has qualified, may not be aware of such kind of facts, right? You have to always look at. So wherever it becomes, see, wherever you can manage is all right. If you're not able to manage, then skip it. Factual questions, because if you're not able to remember it, you cannot take guesswork. That will end up with wrong answer. That's why, this is the challenge. This is the challenge of UPSC prelims exam. Why UPSC exam is becoming difficult? Because such kind of facts. They're making the paper tough, difficult, by asking such kind of questions. Right? This is what is happening there. But don't worry, you will be able to manage it. Again and again, when you do it, you will be able to manage it. Right? You will be helped out by the mentors. Don't worry that. We'll take care of that one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone, anything to ask or shall we end? I have taken a very long time. There was in beginning certain delay was there, but then we started with this. I think this session helps you in this context. And please remember this Manorama yearbook and Jagran Josh for any GK type of information. You can follow from there. If nothing is there, then we can end the mentorship session and we'll meet in the next session there. And I've given the homework, then please do this one. Please keep on following the sources, this which I've mentioned here, right? And again, those who are new to the channel, the D.A mentorship program, right? Only 1,000 rupees per month, right? This mentorship program is being offered with only rupees 1,000 per month, which is very, very affordable, right? You won't get this type of teacher-based mentorship anywhere in the country in such a small price, right? So please make sure, spread this word to your friends. Let them become the part of this journey, and so that we can work hard and help you in qualifying the exam, right? So that is what I have mentioned here. And now festival season is going on, Durga Puja, right? So I know that I will be now meeting all of you after Dasera or Durga Puja, North Indian festival mood. So I wish you all happy Dasera, Navratri and Durga Puja. Keep your study on the track. Do all the assignment properly, right? And study well. And wherever you find any kind of a thing which you need from our support, so please do, right, get back to us, will help us. And I have given here, okay, please don't forget to subscribe the DIA YouTube channel and press the bell icon, right? Why pressing the bell icon is very important? Because you will be getting notification of any such event or any such kind of a live session or any kind of recorded video. So please do that one, and I will interact with all of you right after some time. Anything, any query you have, please call Ramkrishna ji. He is there to help you out, right? So thank you, Varun. Thank you, Anjali, Srishti, Rahul, How, Shraddha, all the students who are the part of it, right? Any doubt you have? Or shall we end? No doubt? Okay. So thank you all and enjoy your festival, but also study well, right? I will be again getting back to you. So all of you, thank you. Take care of health. Good night. We'll meet again. Thank you. Thanks a lot.